Hello and welcome back to Jenian Board Games. Today we carry on our Christmas list with a big box game called King of New York. You are a giant monster and want to become King of New York. Compete against other immense creatures and destroy everything in your path. In order to win, you need to attack enemies, crush different types of buildings, buy abilities, become a star. Keep an eye on the army. The humans haven't thrown in the towel. Yet. King of New York is essentially a dice game, where you are in control of some big monster who wants to become the King of New York. But how do you play? Well, actually, although there looks a lot of pieces, it's actually quite a simple game. You roll dice, and depending what you roll, allows you to do different abilities. And you can add to these abilities by gaining energy cubes and buying new cards, which gives you even more power. On your turn, you can roll the dice, all 6 of them, up to 3 times. Now then, you can also move. Sometimes you have to move, because if Manhattan is empty and it's your go, you have to move into Manhattan. So the idea of the game is that you have to move around, destroy the odd building. Different buildings give you different points. The one in front of Mantis, for example, shows a building with 2 stars, and it's got a number 2 on it, which means you would have to roll 2 buildings on your dice. If you destroy it, you gain 2 victory points, and the tile flips over. This time it's showing a plane. If on your turn you roll at least 3 stars, you get to take the superstar goal card, and this gives you a star instantly. But also, any other stars that you roll, either on this one or further rolls, you gain a victory point for every star. However, if somebody else rolls 3 stars on their go, they get to take the superstar card off you. Similarly, the Statue of Liberty card. If you roll at least 3 ouches, you gain 3 victory points instantly. However, if somebody takes it off you, you lose those 3 victory points. So, what do we think of King of New York?
What do you think first?
Well, I'll go first then, shall I? Okay. Well, King of New York, I think, is a fun game. I like dice rolling games. I always like the Yahtzee mechanic in that you can just choose a couple of dice and then re-roll up to 3 times. So you can pick and choose what you're going to do. There are so many different ways to win this game though. And some of the cards are just outrageously good. There are expansion sets to this as well, where you can get extra cards and extra characters such as Cthulhu.
Which is, you can customise it for whatever you like then, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I also like the, you can actually go for victory points as a way to win, or you can go for attacking as a way to win, or you could try getting all the resources from buildings as a way to win, or collecting a lot of cards. So you can do one or many things, depending on what you would like as an individual.
I think after the initial couple of rounds, it's very easy to play. Especially if you ever played Yahtzee or any game like that, you'll find it easy. I think the most difficult part is trying to work out who goes in Manhattan and who doesn't. But I think the easiest way to work it out is if you leave Manhattan, the next player has to go in there. They have no choice. But if you want to go into Manhattan, you can still do it. But if you're in more than a 2-player game, only 2 people are allowed in Manhattan at one time. That's something to think of.
Yes. Right, it does tell you that on the board, which is helpful.
Why do you want to be in Manhattan? Well, each round you get victory points and energy cubes. And those energy cubes, I think, are vital.
Game changing, would you say?
Game changing. I think that's a good way. So, do you want to be a part of it? It's up to you. New York, New York, New York.